If you were asked to name the most important medieval towns in Finland, nobody would blame you if you started with Helsinki. Today, Finland's modern capital is bustling and well known, but hundreds of years ago, Helsinki didn't even exist. If you wanted to go where the action was, you'd be heading east to the nearby coastal town of Porvoo. Porvoo is an easy day trip from Helsinki, just about an hour's drive away. You can spend a wonderful day wandering the cobbled streets, checking out historic sites and local oddities like this snail farm. You'll want plenty of time to admire the colourful wooden houses and soak up the maritime history of the second oldest town in Finland. Guides may even take you to see the houses where they grew up.
And I was born here in this beautiful Porvoo city 62 years ago. And you can see this house, this beautiful green house. It's my home place. And it's also very important in the Finnish history, because when the Alexander, the Tsar, came to Porvoo, he happened to have his afternoon tea in this house.
The Tsar was in town for more than just a tea party. He also broke the news that Finland would become an autonomous Russian state. After nearly 700 years as a tightly reigned Swedish province, this was welcome news indeed. And it all happened in this cathedral, the only building in Porvoo left from the Middle Ages. Maritime motifs and medieval paintings decorate the inside of the cathedral, but the outer facade has a story to tell too.
The decoration of the outside of the church tells us a story about the Long Friday. You can see those crowns, those angels, and the Jesus Christ. And on the left side you see Maria and John, and on the other side there are people.
Keep wandering and you'll eventually head down the Devil's Staircase and through the charming market square. Porvoo's historical museum tells the story of yesterday's Finland, when life moved slowly in the small wooden villages, where fire was a constant danger. Despite the fires, Porvoo still has one of the best collections of wooden houses in all of Finland, including this tiny pink one, the smallest hotel in town. Together with being an important trading port, Porvoo was also an essential stop along the medieval mail route called the King's Road.
The King's Road is an old road that led from Sweden to Russia, you could say. And everybody on the road had to walk through Porvoo because this road came over the old bridge and they had to come through the city.
These days, many of the locals work in Helsinki, and today's coastal boats transport as many travelers as anything else.
The first steamboat came to Porvoo in 1838, and now every day about 2 o'clock there arrives a boat from Helsinki with lots of tourists inside.
Before your day is out, you'll want to check out the local cuisine. Dinner in Porvoo can be quite the experience. It's not often you get introduced to your meal before eating it.
They are a little sleepy, but in the night time they are very much alive. And these here, they are laying eggs in this soil. This is snail caviar.
Maria, Tom and her husband have been snail farming for 5 years. They serve over 1,200 snails a day in their restaurant. But with a little garlic butter and cheese, these critters aren't scary at all. In fact, they're probably the perfect snack to fuel your journey back to Helsinki, which, after a day in medieval Porvoo, you might say is a little bit like going back to the future. For more information, visit our website on topoftheworld.net.